What is up, rugby fans? Welcome to episode 10 of the Purple Moose Minute. As always, I'm your host, Josh Cooper, and right now it is week 7 on the SCRC schedule. We want to send a big shout out to all of our fans for the love this season, and for our new viewers, here's how the show works. At the top of the show, we'll recap last week's matchups, talk about how everyone did. Then we'll talk about the current standings in the conference, talk about the East and the Western divisions. Then we'll preview the upcoming matches this weekend, let you know who's going to do battle and where. And finally, we're going to top it all off with the SCRC Player of the Week. So, now that you're up to speed, let's get right into it with this week's recap segment. No love lost here in this traditional Western Division matchup as the up-and-coming Rebels take on the big bad Crimson Tide on Thursday night. And I'm not sure if Ole Miss owes them money or what, but Alabama put a beating on them. Ole Miss took the lead early, but the Tide took over after that with tries from Bobby Morgan, Caleb Strum, and James Puente, just to name a few. 38-3 halftime, all Bama. Second half didn't go any better for the boys from Mississippi as hooker Pat Fimer has the match of his life, crossing the promised land 4 times. Alabama puts a stop to Ole Miss's momentum, 82-3. Florida Gators set to take on the last place Western Division Auburn Tigers on Saturday, but unfortunate circumstances caused Auburn to forfeit, pushing the Gators to 3-1. Not the way any team wants to win or lose a match, but you know what, things must be tough in the Plains for them to forfeit. As for the cause of the cancellation, we have been told it was due to a lack of healthy bodies, so we'd like to formally wish the boys in Auburn a speedy recovery, and we're looking forward to seeing them out on the pitch again soon. Auburn has some time off to recover before playing Tennessee on October 29th. Now on to our game of the week. Red hot Kentucky Wildcats hosting the nationally ranked South Carolina Gamecocks, and this match was muddy. Both teams fully aware of the implications as this match winner would likely be going head-to-head with godlike Tennessee for first place in the East. Prior to the match, rising star CJ Lettingham told PMM he has never beaten the Gamecocks in his time at Kentucky. This season, this match, the timing could not be better for the boys in blue to live the dream and win it all. Anyway, kickoff was at 1 p.m. in gorgeous Lexington, and both teams came out putting up points from the jump. Wildcats were able to take advantage of a few small errors and go up 20-3 to end a hard-hitting first half. Gamecocks come out in the second and draw first blood, putting them back at 20-10, and then another score gets the match at 20-15. It was at a climax here as both teams not budging or giving anything to the other, but in the end, Kentucky edges out rivals South Carolina in an absolute showstopper of a match. 32-15 is your final. Kentucky showing that they can play on the national level, and like Kobe Bryant, they can win the big games when it matters. So with the win in Lexington, Kentucky jumps above South Carolina in the rankings, making the East as exciting as ever as the Blue Cats pursue their dream season. Tennessee is still looking pretty as well. Georgia's working on righting the ship this season, but shows potential in 4th place. And Vandy is suffering from a murderer's row schedule this season. In the West, Alabama advances to 4-1 to stay on top, while the Gators retain a close second after taking the forfeit from Auburn. These two teams are playing on November 5th in a match that will decide the West most likely. Ole Miss is sitting at 1-2, while Mississippi State is 1-3 to keep 3rd and 4th stable, while the Tigers are still playing the slow hustle in last place. Week 7 promises not to disappoint, and if I had to choose a rivalry week, this would be it. We've got 3 great matches coming at you this weekend, starting off with Georgia at Florida. And if the intensity of this match is anything like it is in college football, I promise you do not want to miss it. You've got a team in Georgia who has all the tools to be elite, and Florida who desperately wants to surpass Alabama as the leader of the West. The Gators have shown flashes of excellence on the pitch all season, but have been unable to be consistent on defense. A win here for the Dogs gives them a much-needed legitimacy in a division of savages by the likes of the Vols, Wildcats, and Gamecocks. The Mad Dogs from Starkville set to take on in-state rivals Ole Miss this week, and a W will set either team in 3rd place in the West. Right now, Ole Miss has 1 less loss than Mississippi State and have shown offensive skills win or lose, but Mississippi State is not to be taken lightly. The Dogs have fought tough opponents before and are a hard-hitting, aggressive team, so this one is sure to leave it all out on the pitch. If you've ever heard the phrase, styles make matchups, this one in particularly leaves me scratching my head. Either way, it's sure to be a hell of a match, so make sure to tune in. South Carolina hoping the 3rd time's a charm as they go on the road to face the Volunteers on Saturday. Tennessee is looking absolutely godlike this year and is showing no signs of stopping with a 54-point per match average. South Carolina coming off of losses to Kentucky and last-minute replacement Furman but a win this weekend would definitely get them back on track, and it's not out of the realm of possibility. South Carolina also has veteran leadership, and they are no strangers to big matches, so this one is a must-win for both teams. So now, finally, it is time to announce the winner of the SCRC Player of the Week contest, as voted by you, the fans. Keep in mind that we only have 2 candidates this time due to the Auburn forfeit against Florida. That being said, both candidates deserve our respect, and we are proud to have them on the show. So without further ado, here is your SCRC Player of the Week.
This is Wes Darwin with Purple Moose Minute, and I've got Caleb Cantor on the phone from the University of Kentucky Rugby Club, and Caleb's won our Player of the Week. What do you think was the reason for your success? There seems to be a lot of support for both guys in this poll.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of support that everyone showed in the poll for both sides is awesome. I really think that the reason that I came out on the top was just our strong alumni base that we have at UK. We really have a lot of really supportive alumni, and there's a lot of people that gather around our team, really rallied around us right now, and really put a lot of votes online for me, and I really appreciate it.
This year at Kentucky, there seems to be, some good vibes going on. What creates that at Kentucky this year?
Yeah, the whole team dynamic this year is just incredible. We have a huge amount of positive energy going into this season. All the guys are really, really putting in a lot of effort and all the time they need to put in for the team to be successful. And not only is it the guys, but also the support. Like I mentioned, like the winning this poll, it's a lot to do with those people, a lot to do with our alumni, all the support they give us, and especially our coaches. We have 4 volunteer coaches that put in a significant portion of their days daily to really put us in a place that we need to be to win. I'd like to say thanks to our head coach, Gary Anderson. He really has put in a lot of time and really put us in the position that we're in right now.
Congratulations to the Player of the Week, and thank you guys for watching. This is it for us this episode, but if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and tune in next week to stay up to date on everything SCRC.